Perfect. Good morning. Good morning again, Darlene. You had walked out when I said hello earlier, but my card today says, you are a gift from God, and that's how I'll treat you. And then it's from Psalms 20, verse 4. It says, may God grant your heart's desires and make all of your plans succeed. And so there's also another scripture, Jeremiah, I think it's 29, maybe 29:11 or something, and it says, you know, the Lord has plans for you to prosper you and not harm you, to give you a future and a hope. And that's kind of along the same lines as this. It says, you know, you're a gift from God, and that's how I treat you. May God grant your heart's desires and make all your plans succeed. Because He does. He's got the plan for you. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Yesterday is yesterday. All we have is, you know, what we have forward. So anyway, let's go ahead and separate those legs just into that beautiful like plie position. And let's go ahead down, inhale and exhale and up. Inhale, exhale, and up. Keep going, inhale, exhale, up. Beautiful. Darling, get those legs a little bit wider. So you're dropping down into those inner thighs. Yep, beautiful. Inhale, exhale, and up. And always say, let the arms swing. Just let them swing. You know, let them do what they're gonna do. They're heavy when they come down. Okay, and then let's start reaching left and right. So up and over the top, reach. Inhale, exhale, and reach. I love that stretch. Pulling right up out of the hip. Inhale, exhale, and reach. One more to each side. Reach. And then other side. And reach. And let's go ahead and bring the toes forward, bend the knees, and we're just gonna shift left and right. Oh, pop. Hopefully you heard that hip pop. Just getting all the joints moving and mobile. Again, you know, you can have your hands down on the ground if that feels better for you. Side to side. And then once we shift back to the left, let's go ahead and turn off to the left. Okay, and try if you can today to stay up on the toe versus dropping down to the knee, if you can. Okay, this is the one where we're gonna push back into that hamstring stretch and come forward. So a little bit more dynamic. Inhale, exhale, and press it back. Push back, and again, you know you can be on your knee. You don't have to be up here. You can be down here on the knee and pushing back if that works for you. Last one. Hold it back into the hamstring stretch. Okay, remember that front leg can be bent too. If it needs to be bent like that, great. And then come down to the knee. Go ahead and switch it out to the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Go up on that back toe if you can. All right, and we're pushing back and forth. Forward and back. Inhale and exhale. You got this. Couple more. And then just hold it back into that hamstring stretch. We're going to start with hamstrings this morning. That's why I wanted to do a little bit more deep stretch in those hamstrings. And then come on all the way down to that knee. Bring the right leg behind and give me that tabletop position. And then go into just a cat-cow. Release the tension from the back, rounding it up and arching it out. Because when we go into our lifts, you know, for our hips, so it's a hip extension for hamstrings, glutes, and low back, just so this back is nice and warmed up. And then open those knees nice and wide to the outskirts of that mat. Sit back into those hips. Drop the forehead to the ground. Inhale, exhale, and then walk the hands all the way to the right. And then all the way to the left, opening up that low back. Hopefully that feels good. And then we're gonna go ahead and turn over, but roll, grab your ball before you roll onto your back, because we're gonna get those legs up on this ball this morning. All right, first things first is we're gonna do our hamstring curl. So, you know, our feet are gonna be up on the ball. We're gonna roll that ball in and out with our hips raised. And you always know, you can keep your hips low like this as you roll in, which it looks like my butt's maybe an inch or two off the ground, or you can have it up higher here, pulling it in. If you do have it up higher, then just make sure, and Sabina, you know, yeah, you got it, you know what you're gonna do, you're just gonna lift up. Perfect, Sabina, you're just gonna lift up and down like this, right? Perfect, you got it. All right, so, legs on. We're lifting up and we're rolling that ball in and out. So in, squeeze those hamstrings and out, and you can rest the rear end in between as you're doing it. Yeah, squeeze in and out. Again, always rest the back if you need it. Between. Yep, you got this. Beautiful, darling, that's it. And Sabina, remember, you can just go up, here, and down. Okay, you're going to get the same effect with your feet on the chair as you are doing hamstring curls like this. Yeah. All the way in. And last one, squeeze it in, drop the hips down. Now let's give our hamstrings a real stretch. All right, stretch each side. And then go ahead and turn on, so put your feet together, right? The soles of your feet if you can. If that doesn't feel good, you know you can keep them separated a little bit. But roll the ball in till it's touching your rear end. Your feet are kind of plastered together if you can. And then you're gonna lift and lower in that frog jump. So push down into the ball, lift those hips high, right? As you're pressing the pubic bone to the ceiling. And then drop the butt back down. So again, yep, you got it, Sabina. You can have your feet, if you don't have a ball, you can have your feet up on a chair. Also, if you don't have a ball at all, I'm just gonna move my ball away for a sec. You can do this with your feet on the ground, like this, okay? Just like that, and you're still gonna feel it through that bottom line, the glutes, the back. You know, you don't necessarily need a ball. The ball just makes it 10 times harder. That's all. Nothing more, just 10 times harder. Yep, lift and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift, squeeze the glutes as hard as you can. Pushing right out of the sides of those feet. And then bring it all the way down. And this side, just cross the right leg over the left and pull it in. So we get right deep into those glutes because we didn't stretch our glutes yet. And then the same thing to the other side. Left over the right. Pull that in. And breathe. And then turning over onto our bellies, we're going to do a lower back extension. So just move the ball away. We're not going to use the ball for lower back extension today. We're just going to do it on the ground. So go ahead and turn yourself over. We're going to raise our hands either in Superwoman, Y, T, or at your side. Feet are separated. Remember, I don't need your feet together because that's going to hurt your back. So keep your feet wide. You figure out the position you want of your hands. Press the pubic bone down, lift up, and you're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Lift again. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Keep your eyes looking at the floor. Don't look out ahead of you. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your hands are up above your head like Superwoman or Y, that means I want you to push your hands, fingertips away from you. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, one more time. Lift all the way up. Lift those legs high. Press those arms forward. 3, 2, 1. Hands at your side. Push back all the way into child pose or pseudo child pose based on your knees. Right? Release all that tension from your back, because when we do, our hamstring curls and when we do our the frog jumps, it's all lower back. So you just got to be careful. I just always want you to be mindful of that back. All right, get those feet back up again. And again, remember, if you don't have a ball, you can put your feet up on a chair, right, and just do bridges while we do hamstring curls. Completely, again, whatever you have. This is the one too, I always say, if you had like paper plates, you can put them underneath your heels and slide them in and out with your hips lifted. That's another way to do this hamstring curl. Right? Pull it in. Bend. There we go, Darlene. Beautiful. That's it, Jane. Squeeze those hamstrings. They should feel like it's a direct connection right into the ball of your hamstring. All right, squeeze it in and out. And again, always rest in between if you need it. If you need to put the butt down in between every repetition, don't worry that you have to keep your butt up. Okay, it's just more on your back. 2 more, you got this. Squeeze it in hard. Last one, squeeze hard. Drop the rear end down, stretch the hamstring. Don't move and don't start the frog jump until you stretch that hamstring. And then pull that ball in close to your rear end so you can put the soles of your feet together. And then pressing through the sides of those feet and your pubic bone to the ceiling. Lift and lower. There we go. Lift and lower. And if that hurts your knees at all, go ahead and separate the feet a little bit more. You don't have to have them like glued together like I was talking about. You just got to figure out what's best for your body, what's best for your knees. There we go, Jane. Beautiful. Perfect, Sabina. You got it. It's awesome. Perfect, Darlene. I don't know what happened to my 2 Kellys this morning. One of them I know is selling her house, so she had painters coming over this morning. But we'll see. Maybe she'll join us. Maybe she'll be a little late. I always say, sometimes I don't really care when you're late. I just care that you show up. Whether you do 10 minutes of it or the whole thing. Last one, lift and lower. And same thing we did before. Right leg over the left. Don't turn onto your belly until you put in the right leg over the left and the left over the right. All right, and then roll that ball away. Go back into lower back extensions. Again, I did the hardest one first, so I'm going to show you the other ones, which again, with laying on the ground, hands are at your side, your face is looking at the ground, right? We're pressing the pubic bone down, lifting up, holding, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, we're doing 5 of those. Lift again. 5, 4, squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1, and down. Again, you can choose any hand position you want. Maybe today you try a little harder. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 more. I'll put my hands out like Jesus on the cross. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead, same thing. Push it back. Always release that tension from the back. There's just so much back. I can't even explain it to you. Not only is that exercise obviously all back, but when we do the hip extension stuff, and we have the ball, bring that ball back in. When we do the hamstring curls, I'm just going to go grab 2 paper plates right now, just so you can see what I mean. Even if you had as simple as paper plates or even socks, I will say on a wood floor, right? So you guys go ahead, start with the ball. I'm just going to show this for teaching purposes, right? I'm just going to roll this back just a tad, just to show, putting those on the ground. So if I was laying here, I would lift my hips up and I could roll my feet out, and then you can see the paper plates on my feet, right? So if you didn't have a ball, there's no reason you can't do hamstring curls. Now, since I have a wood floor, I could actually put socks on my feet, right? And I could just roll, like honestly slide my heels in and out, okay? So there's never any excuse for not doing it. And again, I already gave you the other way to do it, which was put your feet up on a chair and you can just do bridges. That works perfectly fine. Just a couple more as we roll those in. Last one. And then put that butt down, stretch those hamstrings. Stretch them both. Okay, take your time there too. If I'm stretching too fast, just take your time. Now, again, put your feet together or just at least on top of the ball so the sides of your feet are pressing into the ball. Pull the ball right into your rear end and then lift, frog jumps and down. Yep, lift. So you gotta get the glutes and the hamstrings out of the way with all your energy in the morning. Right, first thing, lift and lower. And if spreading your knees too wide hurts too much too, you can always bring your knees up like I am right now. Maybe just so it looks like a V from your pubic bone to your knees. Sometimes that's just a little bit better for people. I have flexible hips, so I don't mind having my hips out wide. There we go, Jane, beautiful. Perfect, Darlene, you got it. Perfect, Sabina, gorgeous. Last one. And then all the way down. Don't move until you cross the right leg over the left, please, and pull it in. Feel that lower back release. And then do the same thing to the other side. Again, you take your time. Like sometimes I obviously move fast because I try to fit more in. But if you just need to stay there a moment and just pull the knees into the chest, do what you need to do. Okay, and then with last set of lower back extensions. So flip back over onto your bellies. Choose your arm position. Maybe if you stayed at the basic one with the hands down by the side, maybe you try them out to the side, up above your head for a couple. Remember, we're doing 5 of them, holding for 5 seconds. So it's up to you. Feet are wide. Press the pubic bone down first. Engage the glutes. Then lift. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Inhale at the down. Exhale as you bring it up. Exhale, 5, 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. And then exhale again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. 2 more. Lift. Hold 5. Squeeze the glutes. 4. Squeeze the quads. 3, 2, 1. Last time. Lift those arms high or back. 5. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the quads. 2, 1. And all the way down. Hands at your side. Push yourself back. Open up those knees nice and wide. Come into the full child pose if you can. Rest your forehead to the ground and the tip of the nose. Nice deep breath. Walk the hands all the way right. And walk them all the way to the left. And then go ahead and bring it back center. If you need a little cat-cow right here, just to release the tension from your abs and your back, then do it. Otherwise, tuck the toes, lift up into hover position, and let's go ahead and walk it back into that ragdoll position. Okay, one last decompression of the spine. Shake the head yes and no. And then lift halfway up. Chin to chest and round it all the way up. Shrug out those shoulders. I love that feeling. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our tubing. I need a tubing for shoulder press overhead. So that means it can't be your strongest tubing, because remember, it's going to be anchored either on your foot or under your leg, and you're going to be pulling the, not pulling, you're going to be pushing your arms up overhead with your tubing. So the one that I'm using is this one, which is the, I don't know if you can see this color, it's kind of the maroon color one. Most of you have all of the tubing that I love and I use. So if you need, you can be down on the ground based on how strong that tubing is for you. Okay, your palms are facing forward here, all right, and then we're pressing them up overhead. So it can be on the knee, or you can anchor it underneath your foot. Okay, so it's anchored behind my foot now, on my back foot. Same thing, my hands are here, and I'm coming up, and I'm bringing them up together. Yep, overhead. There we go, beautiful. I'm gonna just turn to the side, lift, and lower. So nice and strong. What I don't wanna see is I'm gonna turn to the side. I don't want to see you start pushing them up overhead and then this happen with your back, okay? It's not what it's about. It's strong, pushing them up, okay? And you know, I've showed you this a million times. If you don't like the tubing rubbing on the backside of your tricep, like it is on my arm, okay? Just turn the hands this way, okay? There's no, you're still getting your front part of your shoulder, okay? Whether the tubing comes from behind your arms or just like that. That's it. Beautiful, Darlene. Awesome, Jane. You got it. Love it, Sabina, with the water bottles, right? No excuses. No excuses whatsoever. It's weight. That's what I want you to push. I want you to push weight. That's all I care about. Yep. From that back side. Beautiful. And then last one. Pushing that up overhead. Awesome. Bring it all the way down. I'm going to bring my Bosu in. You don't have to, have a Bosu or anything. You can do this with one leg balance. Grab your dumbbells that are good for your triceps. Okay, so that could be your 7s, 10s, 5s, I don't know. I don't know where you are right now, where you're at in your fitness journey. But I do want you to lean forward. So I'm going to turn, I'll turn like sideways for a sec. Elbows in at your side, shoulder blades in your back pocket. Okay, stick out that chest, then push them back and squeeze the heck out of the triceps. Make them burn. Okay, make them burn. Now, if you're not on a Bosu, you could try one leg balance like this and squeeze it back. Flex them. Okay, it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy, but just try. Maybe try one up, one down, right? Keep that neck neutral, looking down at the ground, but flex the heck out of those triceps. If I was there, I would be pinching with my fingers the back of your tricep to make sure I can feel the muscle flexing. Okay, now hold it on this last one. Hold it back, tighten, squeeze, stick out the chest, straighten out the elbows, then lift the dumbbells off your rear end for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put those down. Take your hand up overhead because we did not stretch triceps yet, right? And then we're going to do a row. So you can choose to do a row from up above if you want. I'm just going to use dumbbells, not these. These are too light, but I'm going to choose just to use my heavier dumbbells in a row. And yeah, I am going to stand on my, I'm going to stand on my Bosu. For those who don't have a Bosu, I want your feet in kind of a warrior, let me show you, a warrior position. Left leg's forward, right leg back, lean forward like here. And you're going to row it up. Okay, you're not going to just stand there like this. You're going to make it harder on you. Get into warrior. Right? So hands are down, you're squeezing it up. And then on the next set, you'll put your right leg forward. I'm going to stand on my Bosu for it, which makes it hard. Right? Just the balance just makes it hard. And row. But either way, look at my elbows. My elbows are hidden behind my back. That means I'm squeezing my shoulder blades back. I don't want it to look like this when you come up, that you're rounded like this, hunched over, right? The chest is open, the elbows are back. Pull back with your rear delts. Yep, gorgeous. All upper body on this set, on these three. Right, on this circuit, we're doing shoulder press overhead, we're doing tricep kickback, and then we're doing that row. Last one, squeeze it up hard, stick it out. Beautiful, and then put those down. If you need to, because we're bending over a lot, you can do a 4 stretch. Right, bend it forward, and when I have one leg in front of the other, like in that warrior position, your glutes are gonna be engaged. Right, so going back at it, putting this either under your knee, under your foot, or if you don't have tubing at all, just use dumbbells, okay? That's it. So we're back to our second set in our second circuit, right? Shoulder press overhead. There we go. From behind, anchor that tubing underneath that foot. Hands up overhead. Inhale, exhale, and press it away. Suck in the belly button. Whether you're on your knee or you're standing, do not let this tubing make you arch your back. If you're arching your back, that just means the tubing's too intense and your back is trying to get into it like this. Stay neutral spine as you push this out and away from you. It's like out in front of your head, not over your head. I hope that makes sense. So I don't need it to come up over your ears, right? I need it to come out in front of you, because this is not only front of your shoulder, last one, this is the upper part of your chest too, right? So that said, grab the dumbbell for your tricep kickbacks. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that bow suit back in, tricep kickbacks, and then rows back to back. So back on top, whoops, elbows at your side. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Stick that chest out, elbows in, and flex it, okay? Even if you hold it a half a second on the way back, just so you can feel the tricep working. Feel the rear delt, the rear part of your shoulder. Because the shoulder press I made you do with the tubing gets into your rear delt too. Your rear delt helps with bringing that tubing back down, that eccentric part of the contraction. Right? Push it back and squeeze and flex. Squeeze and flex those triceps. 3, stick out that chest. 2, last one, hold it back. Hold it there, stick it out, straighten the arms, and then lift off of your rear end with straight arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put those down. If you need to, swing them forward and back, whatever feels good. To me, it's always a tricep stretch overhead is always good. Right? You can stretch them across the front if you want, and then we're going into rows. So now I'm making you do this, right? So it's harder and harder and harder. So if you want, stand on the Bosu. If not, this set, remember we did left leg forward first. You can stand in that warrior position if you don't have a Bosu. So warrior position, lean forward, back is neutral, and squeeze. It's the same motion as me standing on the Bosu. I'm just making it hard for you, balance-wise, to stand in a warrior position. So I'm just gonna stand up here, I'm not gonna move the Bosu, but I'm gonna row it back, squeeze. Now, those who are just getting started, you can simply just stay here with your feet on the ground. Right? Those are all those modifications. Sabina said it yesterday. Listen, you can make this as hard or as easy as you want. Based on you, based on the day, based on how strong you feel, based on if you get enough sleep, right? You can modify or intensify, right? I just made that up. But truly, you can modify to make it easier and make it more intense by just making it a little harder. A little bit more weight. Different position. Last one. Squeeze. And again, since we're bending forward, whether you're in the, whether you're on top of the Bosu bending forward, whether you're just bending forward, or you're in that warrior type position, it's your back. Okay, so just be careful of it. Okay, one more set. Okay, grab your tubing again. Anchor it underneath your foot. I don't know if I even showed the knee. I think I showed maybe the first set. I'm just going to show you that you can just anchor it easily underneath your shin. Those hands come from behind, and we push it up too. Now for me, this would be just too easy, right, to stay here and do the whole set down here, but I just wanted to show you that if you're getting tired and like, oh, you're struggling like to get the tubing up, then stay there. Stay on your knee, right? Or go down on your knee if you're standing and you're like, oh, I can't, right? I can't move it, right? Super important. Those hands come out and away from you. Yes, beautiful, Darlene. That's it. Gorgeous, Jane. Perfect, Sabina. You got this. Beautiful. And push through those arms, right? So this is chest, shoulders, and triceps. I told you it's for shoulders, and I tell you it's for upper chest, but that last push is tricep. So then when we do tricep kickbacks next, you're like, why is my tricep so tired? It should be. Last one. It should be push. Pushing through. Beautiful. Go ahead and put that tubing away for the moment. Grab your dumbbells for your tricep kickbacks. And bring that Bosu back into the middle. Grab my dumbbells for triceps. Right? And then standing up on top, elbows locked in. I'm going to show you if they're so tight behind my back. Right? And squeeze them back. Right? Not here. Right? I don't want to see people doing this. Right? Back. Everything from the neck down to your spine is a beautiful line. Okay? Inhale, exhale. Press it away. One thing you can think about is keeping your armpits squeezed to your side as you're straightening the elbows. That will keep the shoulder joint in place so you can just use the tricep. Right? Press back and squeeze the tricep. Like don't just push it back, because I told you, I could do this 100 times. If I swung my arms with momentum, I want you to push, squeeze, flex, then bring it back in. Push, squeeze, flex, bring it back in. Keep the chest up. Suck in the belly button. Squeeze. There we go. 2 more like that, and then hold it straight. Okay, hold it now. Stick out the chest, straighten the arms, and then lift them off your rear end for 5, 4. Keep the elbows straight. Pinch the triceps. 2, and 1. Go ahead and go down. Stretch that tricep, and then we got one more set of back. Keep that chin up. When you stretch that tricep, maybe lean off to the right, to the left if that feels good. Okay, I'm going to do one more set, but I'm going to grab a sip. My mouth is dry. Last set of rows. So this is what I'm going to do. Talk about intensify. I'm going to put my left foot up on the Bosu and my right leg in that warrior position behind. And I'm going to lean forward. So again, it makes it 10 times harder on my front leg to balance. So not only is my back working, my rear delt, my biceps, right? My quad on my left side is working. I'm holding it in a bent position. My central nervous system sending messages to that foot to balance me. Okay, am I telling you to do this? No, it's just one more way that you can make it intense. Okay, just make it harder. Again, you could be here, right? That's the easiest, right? I'm going up on the Bosu for the last couple. Squeeze. Last one. Squeeze it up. And then go ahead and put those down. Swing the arms forward and back. Stretch through the rear parts of that shoulder, right? Stretch it across. Stretch it across. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put my Bosu back. Okay, coming back down to the ground. Bring your, so you have your mini ball there. You have your little mini ball with you. And if not, you can just put a pillow behind your back. Okay, beautiful. So let's go ahead. We're going to come down the ground. Put that mini ball behind. This is the one we're going to kind of sit on it. So it's almost like squished. Remember, most of these balls, especially if they're good quality, they can hold up to 200 pounds of pressure. So don't think that, oh, well, I don't want to pop it. You're not going to pop it. If it pops, it means it has like a little nick in it or something, okay? So feet are, so knees are bent, feet are flat, okay? Then we want to lean back. I want you to lean back until you feel the abs engage. You can put your hands across your chest. What we're going to do is we're going to do those little marches with our knees, right? Holding our abs in place, strong core, and march, and march. So I don't want you to tip left and right. I want you to solidify yourself. Keep your sits bones on the ground. Make sure you're leaning back so it's hard on your abs. And then little hip hinge. Little hip hinge here. Lift. And lift. Yes, yes, beautiful. Lift. Again, it's not this. It's not pull the knee in. It's not pull the knee in. It's lift. As if I had my hands above your knee. You could even put your hands above your knee. And march. Lift. It's a hip hinge. Lift. One more on each side. And lift. Now, roll yourself forward. Okay, so that was a lot of core, right? Because we stabilized you in that position. Now we're going to go open rib cage. We did a lot of abs yesterday, so hopefully maybe your abs are sore. That's my dream, to get your abs sore. Okay, open up the rib cage over the ball and then squeeze it up. This is one that there should be a space between your tailbone and the ball. Like you're going to put my hand underneath here. Okay, there should be a little gap there when you open and close the abs. So this is one, if you're the person who needs their hands behind the nape of their neck, then please do that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I try to work on the strength of my neck by not using my hands. Exhale, inhale, open it up. Exhale, shh, inhale, exhale, inhale. These don't have to be slow. Shh, control. Chest into the rib cage into the hip, and then open. So it's a big squeeze, big exhale. 3, and 2, and last one. Now you can either, open it up, release the tension from the back, or bring yourself up, grab the back side of those legs, chin to chest, forehead to knee, whatever feels good. Right, and then we're turning over into a plank position, please. On your elbows. Plank position on the elbows. Again, your plank can be on the elbows and feet, elbows and knee. It doesn't matter to me. We're going up, up, down, down. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. Lift, up, up with the right hand first. Down, down with the left. Up, up, down, down. I'm going to watch in a second to make sure I don't have any bodies that are all loosey-goosey. Right? Up, up. Down, down, last one. Up, up, down, down. Now hold it if you can in the plank. If you can't, drop to the knees or just push back, whatever you need to do. But then we'll go right to the other side, lifting up with the left. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. I'm going to drop to my knees so I can see you. I want to watch your body positions. Up, up. Gorgeous, Darlene. Beautiful, Sabita. That's it. That's it, Jane. Yeah, Cal, nice. 2 more. Up, up. Down, down, last one. Now hold it on the down, if you can. Hold, pull your elbows back towards your toes or elbows back towards your knees. Hold that plank and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop to your knees and push it all the way back and breathe. And breathe, and then turn back over, grab your little mini ball. Again, those who don't have a mini ball or have access to it, if you have access to a grocery store, you can buy one of those little cheap play balls, right, that the kids use, right? Again, sink into that ball, right? Sit on top of it so it looks like it's gonna pop out, right? Lean back until you feel the abs engage, okay? The spine is neutral, right? But lean back and you feel it, and then lift, and lift, march. Keep your hands maybe here. Lift, exhale, shh. And lift, knee to hand, knee to hand. There we go, beautiful. Keep leaning back, suck the belly in. Okay, this is all core. Lift, you got this. Lift and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then same thing, you know, either you can grab the back side of those legs, whatever feels good for your back. Okay, do it. Roll down. Okay, until that ball is kind of in the center in your, how do we say, in your thoracic spine, the middle 12 vertebrae, but there's a space between your tailbone and the ball or the pillow or whatever you have behind your back. And then open up that rib cage and squeeze it up, right? Inhale, exhale, shh, blow it out. One thing about abs that I love is that you can work them daily. Okay, I've told you a million times that your abs are very high endurance muscles. The high endurance, for a good reason, they breathe for you automatically all day long. Out, in, out, in, out, in, right? All of the abdominal muscles are working all the time, so they can be bombarded every day. You know, it's really hard to fatigue these abs. I mean, you can't fatigue them, don't get me wrong, but like you can work them every single day. Where other muscle groups, you need a day in between. Last one. So again, whatever feels better, lay back, lift up, grab the back side of those legs, doesn't matter to me. Chin to chest, forehead to knee, back onto your elbows for your up, up, down, down, or otherwise known as an elbow push-up, right? So we're here. Try it on your feet. If you tried it on your knees on the first set down here, try it on your feet on this set. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Lifting with that right arm first. Up, up, down, down. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads, or at least suck in that belly button. One more. Hold it down. Hold. And then go right into the other side if you can. If you need a rest in between, take it. Lift up, up, down, down. I'm going to drop to my knees in a sec so I can watch the last couple. These are the last two. Go. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Then hold it on the elbows. Pull your elbows back towards, like as if you're pulling them back like this. Pull them back against the mat, into your feet, into your knees for 3, 2, and then drop to the knees. Push it back. Release the tension from your back. If you want to walk right and left, and then bring your ball back in. We've got one more set of those. Okay, so we started legs in the first 3, upper body in the second 3, all abs and core in the third. So squeeze that ball underneath your rear end, hands out in front, lean back if you need a break, you know to take it, but look at my back, right? I don't look like this. Right? I'm leaning, I'm lifting, right? Lengthen that as you lean back and feel, like put your fingers on your abs, right? You can feel it. You know, if I was there, I'd be sticking my finger in your abs. You gotta go, Cal. Okay, lift and lift and lift. Keep leaning back, sucking the belly button. Lift, you should feel it inside to out, front to back, side to side. You should be feeling it everywhere. 4, 3, 2, and then same thing. Always grab the back side of those legs or open it up. I just never know what's good for you. You know what feels the best. Okay, bring that ball right into the middle of your spine, please. Hands across the chest. Open up that rib cage. And let's go. Let's bombard these abs. Inhale. Open up that rib cage and crunch. Open and squeeze as hard as you can. Big exhale. Shh. Open and close. If it's getting too hard, move the ball up your back a little bit more. Give yourself a little bit more leverage. Big exhale. Chest into the rib cage, rib into the hip, right? Visualize it. Chest into the rib cage, and then a little bit more. Okay? That means the bottom of the rib comes to the top of the hip. Open and close. 5. You've got this. 4, 3, and then we got one more set of elbow push-ups. Last one. Do what feels good. Again, open it up. Pull it up, chin to chest, forehead to knee. Round out that back. This is where you can round your back. Release that tension, and then up, up, down, down for our elbow push-up. You've got this. Be strong with me. You've got this, okay? I know it's the last thing. I know everybody's probably tired. Just forget what your head is saying. Listen to what your muscles are saying. Like, yes, you can do this. I don't care if you do it on your knees or in tabletop. Do it. Up, up, down, down. Up, up, down, down. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the quads. Tight body. Okay, suck in that belly button. One more. Up, up, down, down. Hold it or drop to your knees if you need to rest. And then the other side, you got 5 more. That's it. Up, up, down, down. And then you got to hold for 5 seconds. Okay, up, up, down, down. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. Suck in the belly button. One more. Up, up. This is your last thing. Down, down. Hold it. Pull the elbows back towards the feet. And the feet towards the elbows. 5, 3, 2. Drop to your knees. Open them up. Press it back into child pose. I didn't end on an easy one. I never do. Okay, walk the hands all the way right. Breathe. You can hear, guys, how hard it is for me too. All right, don't think what I do with you, is something I wouldn't do. Like, I do stuff that's really hard and really challenging. So I want you to go ahead and lay on your back now so we can stretch. Okay, I did start on time today. It was a miracle. Pull the knees in to your chest, please. This is that first stretch. We did so much on back today. Don't rush out of this stretch. Pull it in. If it's better to have your knees spread wide or even happy baby stretch, do what feels good for your back right now. Okay, sometimes it's happy baby and roll side to side where you're massaging out those erector muscles. Whatever works. And then let's go ahead and bring the legs, if they're together, bring them up. Cross the right leg over the left. Grab the back side of that left leg. Pull it in so you can, again, feel through the glute. And breathe. And then the other side. Left over the right. Oh, grab the back side of those legs. Pull it in. Ah. It's like a pretzel. Feels so good. All right, now unwind the legs. Put the right leg on the ground, bent. Left leg up. Grab the back side of the calf, the quad, the hamstring area. Whatever's good for you. It can be bent, it can be straight, based on your flexibility. Turn the toe in, like you're pigeon toeing it. I'll turn it this way so you can see what I mean. So turn the toe in, and then turn the toe out. Okay, turn the toe in, and turn the toe out. So just so you know, when I have you do that, that's not your foot doing that motion. That's your hip joint. Your hip controls that motion. All right, go ahead and put it down. Same thing to the other side. Leg up, stretch that hamstring. Jane had to hop off for work. Right, now turn it in, pigeon toe, turn it out. Turn in, and be mindful of what's going on. What do I feel? What do I feel different when I turn my foot out or turn my foot in? Can I turn it out really far compared to the other side, right? Just be mindful of all that, okay? Then bring it back together. One more knee hug. Maybe roll side to side for the moment. Maybe that feels good. Then roll all the way to the side and push yourself up all the way over into an all fours position and give me a cat-cow. and arch it out. Round it up. And arch it out. Round. And arch. And then go ahead and sit into our seated position with the left leg forward, the right leg back, please. In here. Hands forward, walk them forward. Walk, walk, walk. Right? I'm always out of camera for you guys. I don't know if I'm out of camera for my... Yeah, there we go. And then drop your elbows to the ground if you have that flexibility. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying if you do and your butt can stay on the ground, then just go a little deeper into the glutes. And then slowly walk it up, switch it out. Right leg forward and blip, 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 blip. Yeah, you know it feels good. Good, all the way down. And then all the way up. Arm across the front. And I'm going to read my card while I'm down here today. Again, if you weren't here from the beginning, the card says, you are a gift from God, and that's how I'll treat you. And so that's God saying that to you. And then this says, this is Psalms 20, just say Psalms 20, verse 4 says, may God grant your heart's desires and make all of your plans succeed. Because, you know, like sometimes your plan or your will isn't what God's will is, right? Again, I always kind of bring up Noah and stuff of like, my will wouldn't be for my son to be in heaven right now. That's not my will, but thy will be done. And so I have to know that God has a greater plan. Go ahead and pull back on those fingertips. Even though some days, and most days, I cry, and kind of sit in my prayers and do my grief and just get it out. And then I say I put my grief in my box and it doesn't have to come out the rest of the day. I can let it out in the morning. But I just know that God's plans are for me to succeed. He doesn't want to harm me, right? He wants to make my ways better for me. And so I have to know that his way is better. There's a great song by Forrest Frank, Your Way is Better. And it's true. His way is better. Sometimes I don't see it because I'm sad, but I just know in the long run, I'm going to know why this happened to us. And I don't know if I'm going to know until I get to heaven, but otherwise I'm just going to keep serving my beautiful community, you guys, my tribe. So again, I can share what I'm supposed to share while I'm here, which is love. And love on one another. And even if people are mean and horrible, rotten, give them a smile, because sometimes it's just all they need. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for you. And I will see you tomorrow morning, 7:15 a.m. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and share and like and comment, because it really helps. It obviously helps the algorithm of YouTube to share this with more people. So that's all I ask. Okay, I love you. I'll see you on the next workout. Until then, have a great one. Go hydrate and fuel as always, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Love you.